This is a story about someone trying to defeat time itself. His name was Domitian, and he was the Roman emperor between the years 81 and 96 CE. That's almost 2,000 years ago. Now, most emperors before him had big dreams, conquering new lands, building impressive monuments, making their rule more fair. Not Domitian. He dreamed of controlling not just his people, but time itself. You see, the thing with emperors is they often get their name written in the stars. They build giant buildings and write their name down in history, literally. It's what Alexander the Great did. It's what Augustus did. It's why Genghis Khan's name still strikes terror even today. But Domitian wanted more than just his name written in the stars. He wanted to change the stars themselves. I'm not kidding. He tried to alter the calendar so that every month would be named after himself. He created festivals honoring himself and made sure everyone celebrated them. He put his face on coins, on statues, on everything. He even built a special month. Year 94, for example, didn't have 12 months, but 13. The extra month had 27 days, and it was called Domitiana. So now you know why your calendar has only 12 months. But Domitian didn't stop there. He also changed the very days of the week. Today, Sunday, is the first day of the week. That's because, well, God supposedly rested on the seventh day after creating the world. But in Roman times, Sunday was the second day of the week. Saturday was the first, and Monday was the last. And Domitian changed all that. He moved Sunday to the first place and Monday to the last, a change that confused people for weeks. He renamed the days of the week to honor his family. For example, he called Mars Day after his favorite uncle, and he named Saturn Day after his grandfather. And he hated it when people didn't follow his new rules. Historians say that he punished entire families if someone didn't show up for work on, say, a Tuesday. And he didn't just punish people for not following his calendar. He punished anyone who went against him in any way. He killed poets whose verses were considered disrespectful. He banished philosophers who criticized his rule, and he locked up senators without charging them with any crime. In fact, he unleashed one of the deadliest crackdowns in Roman history. Historians call it damnatio memoriae, which means the condemnation of memory. Basically, Domitian tried to erase his enemies from history itself. He ordered statues to be destroyed, inscriptions to be ripped out, and even the names of his enemies to be carved out of stone. Some emperors before him had done this, but never on such a large scale. For example, the Emperor Caligula had tried to erase a senator named Gaius Cassius, who stabbed Caesar to death. But Cassius's name remained on some monuments. His memory may have been tarnished, but it wasn't completely erased. But Domitian didn't want to tarnish memory. He wanted to obliterate it. He systematically removed the name Cassius from everywhere. He erased it from statues, from buildings, even from coins. He wanted to make Cassius's name disappear from the world forever. Today, we don't know exactly how many people Domitian erased from history. Maybe dozens, maybe hundreds. All we know is that his crackdown spread across the empire, from Rome to Greece to Egypt, and that he probably killed anyone who tried to defy him. In the end, though, it was the people, not the statues, who dealt the final blow to Domitian. In 96 CE, he was stabbed to death by his own grandmother, Julia Maesa, and his name was officially erased from the calendar. People took to the streets chanting, "To the Forum, to the Senate," which meant either to the freedom of speech or beware of tyranny. Either way, Domitian's name was cursed by the Senate, torn off monuments and hidden from history books. Yet despite all that, somehow his story survived. And that's not surprising when you think about it. No emperor can defeat time. Sure, we can silence voices, break statues, and even rewrite history, but in the end, the truth always comes out. So the next time you look at a calendar or a coin or a monument, remember that no one, not even an emperor, can ever defeat time. That's all for today. See you next time.